Welcome. In this lecture, we'll talk about adding slides and sections. Now, there are several ways to add new slides to your presentation. You've already seen probably one way, which is to click the New Slide button. So if I click here and say New Slide, I instantly get a new slide. So you can also click in the menu here as well, New Slide. And then you get a selection of the type of slides you want. So if I want a to content, then I can get that. Also, another way to add a new slide is to right click here in the thumbnail area. And then from the menu, you choose the option of new slide. Then another way, and then notice that you always get the content from the prior slide that you started, which we have here, the title, and then we have a 2-column slide. And then another way to do is Control M, M as in microphone, on your keyboard to add a slide. So now that I've done that, then I think I'll take this opportunity to show you how we can delete a slide. So to delete a slide, you can right click and say delete slide, or you can go to the slide and press delete on your keyboard, or you can also right click and delete, and I'll go ahead and do that. So now when you're working with many slides, you may find it useful to add sections. So sections are a tool that you can use to keep your presentation organized, and they can really come in handy for lengthy presentations. For example, you might want to create sections and label these things. So for example, I'm going to click here, and I can either go up here and where it says sections, you can add a section this way, or I can click on the slide, right click, and click add section. Now notice the section comes up, untitled section, so I right click on that and I have the option to rename it. So I'm going to name this one hospitals. Click the rename button, and maybe down here I want to maybe name this section, add a section here. I'm going to click here, right click, add section, right click, and rename this section to maybe my clinics. Now, as you see, the sections are collapsible. I can collapse it and I can expand it. The same with my clinics. I can collapse those and expand those as well. So, and that makes it very nice when you're working with a long presentation. Say if I want to collapse that, then I can go right from my title page right into the clinics and the clinic locations, and then the clinic locations by county if I'd like. Then I also can expand the hospitals and go right to my hospital locations, and as well as a picture of my hubby and I on our way to the hospital. Unfortunately, we found out we had to go to the clinic instead of the hospital. Now, as I said, the sections are here just basically to help keep your presentation organized and to keep you from having to jump around so much. That if you know your presentation and know right where the sections are, that kind of helps. Now, I'd like to show you another feature, and that's the slide sorter, and that can be accessed here, one of the ways. And then you'll notice you have the sections here where we can collapse. And then we can also expand. And then slides can also be rearranged. You can rearrange your order of your slides as well. So I'll go ahead and switch back to my normal view. And you can see they remain If I would have left them collapsed, they would have remained collapsed when I came back to my normal view. I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go to slide sorter, and then I'll come back to my normal view, and they have remained collapsed, and I'll go ahead and start to open those slides so that you can see those. All right, so you've seen several options for creating new slides, as well as how to rearrange, delete, and organize them. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started.